Matt Greenwood for Regional Radio speaking to Player of the Year in boys track, as you can see right there on the plaque, Isaiah Martin of the Hillsboro Hawks. And what a great high school career for Isaiah Martin, wrapping it up with this Player of the Year honor. He also was a state champion in the 300-meter hurdles this year, runner-up in the 110-meter hurdles. So a lot of great things for Isaiah Martin. So Isaiah, let's begin with the 4 years. You know, all 4 years doing some great stuff. Talk about your development as a freshman to a sophomore to a junior all the way up until this year.
Well, it originally started where I didn't even want to run track at all, but I was talked into it my freshman year, and then I kind of realized I was pretty good at it when I went to state my freshman year, and then I just went deeper into it and started focusing a little harder, and I got better and better each year.
Now, track and field is one of those sports where you got to work at your craft just about every single day. You try to build up better times, whether it's the hurdles or the meter races, or then you got to work on your height if it's the long jump or the pole vault, that sort of thing. About your development as from the standpoint of strengthening yourself to a position where you could be as good as you are. What was that process for you like?
It was a lot of time in the weight room, and I would focus harder at practice. We had longer practices as my years went on, and as I started picking up more and more events. So it's just a lot more focus, really.
And, I mean, you look at you now, and you look like you're ready to take on a bunch of college athletes. You're going to go to Purdue. What ultimately came down to that choice?
It had a lot to do with the money, and other than that, while I was there, I just loved how I felt like I was a family, and the coaches were amazing, and it was just an amazing atmosphere while I was there, and I just knew it was the place when I went there.
Let's talk about your accomplishments from this year. State champion in the 300-meter hurdles, runner-up in the 110-meter hurdles. What was that moment like for you to stand up on the podium and receive whatever it was that you received? Tell us about what you got while you were up there, kind of that moment for you, family, friends around you, that sort of thing.
Well, it was really big for the 300 hurdles because that was the very first event that I went to state for my freshman year. And then I was really trying to go like under 38 seconds in the 300 hurdles. And when I finally did that, it was a really, really big moment. And my coach came over crying to me, and she gave me a big hug. And it was just an amazing moment.
And I know your mom, her name's Carrie. What has it been like to have these accomplishments that you do, come home, and there she is just cheering you on and being so happy for your accomplishments?
She's there every second. Wherever I go, she's with me, and everybody calls her like the manager because she always deals with all my stuff, and she's there with me every step of the way.
All right, so let's see here. The javelin, let's not forget that. You threw it 194 feet last year, set a state record in the state of Missouri for longest javelin throw. Mm-hmm. I think javelin is a relatively new event for a lot of high schools around here, but for you, what was the draw to it?
I really did it because of the decathlon during summer track. I kind of started practicing there. And then over the school season, once they added it, then it was perfect because I've already been training for it, and it was kind of new to everybody else.
Do you remember the moment it happened when someone tapped you on your shoulder and what have you and said, hey, you just set the state record?
I do, actually. I knew what the state record was. I threw a throw a little bit less than that, and it was like at the state record or a little bit above it. And then once I threw the 194, all the baseball players, they were in the batting cages, and they stopped. They were watching me throw, and there was a big crowd, and everybody was cheering. My mom gave me a hug as soon as they read that number off, and that's when I realized that I had the record. It was amazing.
Is it something you think you're going to check the record books every year while you're at Purdue, as if someone's broken it or not?
I might, yeah. I'll keep checking on it just in case.
All right, one more question for you, Isaiah. Kind of tell us what sort of person, athlete, Purdue's about to get next year.
They're going to get a hard worker, someone who doesn't like to lose and give everything I got. So I'm ready to roll.
All right. Hey, congratulations on getting Player of the Year. Very happy for you, and best of luck at Purdue.
Thank you. I appreciate it.